Hey guys, welcome back to the match, and what a stunner in that first map. 16-6 final score in favor of iNTACT, and iNTACT the first team this season to prevent Furia from getting into double-digit round victories. No one has done that yet. So an exclamation point on that victory. It's not going to be as easy here as we head into Mirage, a map that Furia dominates, but Swan gets two, Spongy finds one, and Art is now going to get a response, but it's a 4v2 in favor of iNTACT. They are rolling along, and can they be stopped is the question Furia is asking themselves right now. Art going to pick up the USPS at mid now. Is Shake going to come on through? Trade comes in immediately. iNTACT's been really strong in the trades all night long so far. And K-Serato's the last one standing with the bomb on his back. iNTACT closing in around mid. Getting a little bit aggressive here is Willmeister. But he's going to back off, maybe? No, continues to peek here. And now, yeah, spotted out by K-Serato, who fires away. But Turismo and Willmeister going to survive on here. K-Serato just biding his time, looking for that first pick to give himself a chance, and just misses the shots again. Spongy closing in for the crossfire from Connector, and Turismo waiting over at CT. Spongy waiting patiently. He fires away, gets another pistol round kill. 2 for him in that round. iNTACT up 1-0. Lots of love coming in for Shake, and for good reason. He has IGL'd this team to victory over the last 2 seasons. In the regular season, since ESEA Main Season 28, iNTACT is 30-2, which is an impressive record no matter which way you slice it. In the playoffs, I think iNTACT are, if my math's not failing me now, 14-1, but I need to check back to last season. Anyway, let's get back to this one. Second round of play here. Furia gonna have 4 Glocks and a Deagle over on iNTACT, 3 MP9s, CZ, or excuse me, a P250, and an M4A4. But Art gets a nice little wand dig on Swan, and that opens things up here for Furia. Furia can surprise you on their pistol rounds, so you got to be careful and not get too aggressive, as Swan did there over at Connector. Probably going to try and retrieve the gun that Swan was holding here. As they go out looking for it, firing away, but unable to retrieve it as it's being watched very closely by Spongy. Furia going for the boost here, perhaps. Yeah, they got boosted into window. Able J comes out, trying to fire away at Turismo. Going for the one again as Art misses the shots, but does connect on a final one on Turismo. Spongy responds over on Vinny. 3v3. Art flicking around, doesn't find it on Willmeister just yet. Willmeister down to 37. Spongy in the meantime going to get Yuri. K-Serata responds. 2v2. Good pistol round for Furia. iNTACT now down to only 2 MP9s. Going to try and retrieve that M4A4 more than likely as Willmeister, but rocking the MP9 nonetheless to get K-Serata down to 19 HP. Art and K-Serata going to get that bomb plant down more than likely here. They got 2 Mars pitching in. Shake is on the flank here. Could do the damage. He does, but not before the bomb plant goes down. Shake with the 2K. Bomb is going to be defused, but that gives Furia a much stronger economy going into the following round. $800 additional coming in on top of the $2,400 loss bonus. So they're going to be rocking and rolling with $3,200 in addition to what they already had, and they're going to get AKs and a lot of utility as a result. So 2-0 in favor of iNTACT, but Furia going to come out with a very strong buy. Now in the chat I'm seeing Furia is not strong on overpass, and yeah, I mean, definitely the case. It's not a map they play often, not one they want to play often, but you never want to go down by a scoreline of 16-6 in any situation. You're going to find the opening frag here with Vinny. Turismo responds with 2 of his own, making it a 3v3 momentarily until Vinny gets that one on Turismo. 3v2. Spongy, good position here against K-Serata to spot him out if K-Serata decides to choose to push Palace. Oh no, the timing not in Spongy's favor. Looked away over at the A ramp just long enough for K-Serata to blindside him from Palace, leaving only Shake standing in a 3v1. And Yuri, you saw it there out of the corner of Shake's screen. Yuri was peeking around from mid, saw Shake long enough to get that headshot, and here we go. Furia, first round victory on Mirage, 2-1 in favor of iNTACT. Now, Mirage is well known to be iNTACT's, a map that iNTACT does not play often, does not practice often. But the thing is, they are 3-0 in the playoffs since they played it. Every single team that tried to play up against them in this map, thinking that they could come out with a win, did not. And we'll see if Furia can actually pull it off, though. Furia, as mentioned, are dominant on Mirage, 5-0 on the season. Fourth round of play. Spongy rocking the deagle. A bit of a force buy coming in here from iNTACT. Not a bit. Full-on force buy. Scout for Swan. 3 deagles. And the M4A4 round out the buy. Spongy gets mollied off of a balcony there. It's going to check out what's happening at the A ramp. Willmeister and Turismo are probably going to go and check out what's happening in the window here, and as a result, Turismo eats that nade, goes down to 68 HP. Quesarado stacked up with 2 more Furia members at mid as they're trying to move their way into connector. It looks like Swan connected on Art there with the scout. Smoking to come in for jungle, spraying through it is Willmeister. First frag of the round goes to Furia. Art finding Turismo. Then Yuri takes down Spongy. Yuri looking for more now. Just cannot connect with the final blow on Swan. Quesarado's going to try and get it done. Peeks around the corner, gets one, gets traded out. 4v2, Art and Yuri are lit. Willmeister has the M4A4 and could do some damage, but I think, and yeah, they just want to save it into this next round. Along with the deagle, the defuse kit, and the body armor that Shake has, I don't think Fury is going to make it easy for them. As you see Art pushing up here into the apartments, but Shake makes no mistake of it. Fires away at Art, gets the frag, 3v2. And Furia, of course, going to win the round regardless here and tie this one up at 2-2. And so far, it's looking a lot closer than it was on Overpass. Bomb going to explode. Shake also upgrades to an AK, so mission accomplished here for iNTACT, at least in terms of getting some guns to work with in round number 5. Match going to be paused here for them to talk things over. Maybe it's iNTACT's pause. Who is Swan? Is he an up-and-comer? Yes, he definitely is an up-and-comer. One of the top oppers in ESEA Advanced. I'm not sure if he is in terms of frags in the regular season, but definitely had an incredible season. Just so you know, here are his stats in regular season. He had 107 in terms, plus 107 in terms of kills to deaths, 283 frags, KDR of 1.60 with the op, and an 86.4 ADR. He is extremely strong. Only 3 main seasons behind him. This is his first season in Advanced. Definitely an up-and-comer. Here we go. Timeout has ended. 5th round of play is underway here. Let's check out those buys. 3 AKs, an SG553, and a MAC-10 for Furia, trying to farm those eco-frags. And anti-eco frags, I should say. An AK and M4 saved from the previous round for iNTACT, but that's all going to be all they have. We'll see if they can make it work, and they are so far. Willmeister and Shake get 2. It is responded here by Furia, but only momentarily as Willmeister gets a second. It only takes 1 rifle to win a round. 2 helps. And Willmeister and Willmeister and Spongy making it work. Vinny and Yuri, the last 2 standing. Vinny crept down the ladder, and as a result, spots out Spongy and ends him. Shake from the stairs, and Vinny flicks around at the last second. His life flashing before his eyes with only 2 HP remaining. He stays alive, gets that frag, and Shake is now going to get tapped in the head by Yuri. Furia pressured in that round. Great job by iNTACT taking 3 weapons out of their hand. And that hurts the economy a little bit for Furia. As we go on to round number 6, iNTACT will likely be going on a pistol armor save. Would be surprised if they went for the full-on buy up here, and they do not. You see the MP9 coming into play. P250, 2 deagles, and a CZ. Turismo in underpass, playing the close angle with the CZ. Sees a flashbang fly out. Tries to go for the frag in Quesarado, goes down to 18 HP. iNTACT just hunting for some information. Willmeister, The only one with an SMG or rifle in his hand. He goes around that smoke, finds Able J and retreats. No damage taken, and still does more here on Yuri. Yuri comes out with his wits about him, though, getting Willmeister. Art finds Charisma as well, and then Art with the drive-by over on Shake gets a second on the round for himself. 2v3. Furia taking a lot of damage in those engagements. Swan and Spongy with two weapons that could do the damage, and the Deagle and the CZ. Art has another one, making a 4K for Art, doing the damage on the B site, charging on forward, and making sure that Furia secure their 4th round victory. But here comes iNTACT. Double op setup. Swan and Shake going to be rocking the ops, it seems, this time, unless Spongy gets the op from Shake. Match pause going to be called. Tons of match pauses coming in for both teams. So we'll see. I mean, iNTACT wasn't really fussed. It didn't really hurt their momentum when all the timeouts were called. They just kept on rolling along. The bad guy in the channel saying, in the chat, excuse me, saying Furia has so much firepower. It's true, but so does iNTACT. I think both sides have a lot of people, a lot of members who could just come out and frag at any given moment. So here we go, round number 7. Furia up against iNTACT. For those of you just tuning in, this is the ESEA Season 29 Advanced Final. iNTACT up 1-0 with a 16-6 victory on Overpass. Here comes Furia looking to keep the good times going, and Yuri gets the frag on Swan through the wall over at Connector, as Swan was just trying to retreat back to A site. So a quick 5v4 for Furia, getting the opening frag for, I think, the 5th time so far in the match. And really, that's what they weren't doing on Overpass. They weren't getting those opening frags, which are so important. It's like getting the first goal in a hockey game. You never want to be down to start things off. And Furia looking to follow up with another one with 1:16 remaining on the clock here in round 7. iNTACT leaning more towards the A site with Willmeister creeping around at Connector. Here comes the smokes over on A. One for jungle and one for Connector. Spongy burns Able J alive with the molly coming up from A ramp. Vinny goes down to Spongy's M4A4, and Spongy, the MDL experience, coming into play here, makes it a 4v3, and now looking for a 3rd, but cannot finish off Art, who's down to 23, and Furia just can't get into that A site, and it's all thanks to Spongy. Queserado trying to be trying to be sneaky here, maybe creepy too. He gets the headshot over on Spongy. And Spongy is now down with A site a little bit exposed. No one else from iNTACT is here, but a rotate is going to come in from Willmeister. Willmeister around the corner. Art and Yuri have already gained control of the site. Not sure if they'll be expecting Willmeister to be here, but Art flicks around, finds Turismo, and Willmeister tries to go for the wall bang, but doesn't connect on it, and Yuri tags him down to 48 HP. Shake pinching in from A ramp, spots out Art. Yuri trades him out. Now a 1v2, all up to Willmeister as Yuri's trying to wall bang here. Flashbang thrown. Willmeister turns away. That gives Yuri a chance to peek around the corner. Yuri gets the 3K, and Furia 3rd round. Make that 4th round victory in a row. 5-2 in their favor. Loss bonus hitting 2,900 for iNTACT. And again, their economy is not good enough for a full-on buy-up. So here comes round number 8 and another pistol armor buy-up for iNTACT, their 3rd of the match. P250, 5.7, Deagle, and CZ. And Swan sticking with the USPS because he wants to get that op with utility in the following round. Furia showing why they're so dominant on Mirage here. Just lots of experience on it. One of their preferred maps. And if Furia wins this one, I think Inferno's going to be 50-50. Both teams strong on Inferno. iNTACT did have some struggles earlier on in the season, but again, that was with a different roster. I haven't seen them. I have seen them actually, yes, play Inferno a couple of times since then, and they haven't been too fussed. So 107 remaining on the clock here. Furia not making a move just yet. Only one member for iNTACT on that B site. An A site stack will hopefully pay off for them if Furia charges forward towards there. iNTACT. Shake waiting patiently here. The IGL for his squad. As Swan looking for information at Palace. Now it looks like Furia is going to head towards that B site, which was a bit exposed. iNTACT trying to get the quick rotates over. Shake can't get anything done as Queserado finds him. And now, oh, come on, there we go. Yuri is going to get Turismo. 5v3. And now Willmeister responds. There's one, but nothing doing. Able J gets it right on back. 4v2, and as expected here on a pistol armor buyout for iNTACT, not really going to pan out. Able J gets the bomb down, and Furia 4v2. Well, through the smoke, Swan does manage to get a headshot on Able J. Almost finishes him off, but just barely misses those 2 shots with the USPS. Again, going to try for it. He wants that AK. If he can get it, he'll be happy. Oh, nope, not going to get it. I mean, pretty close. 20 HP left for Able J, and Vinny caps it off with the headshot from the SG on Spongy. So, Furia going to go up 6-2 now. Round number 9. Let's see that scoreboard. Oh, yeah. There you see Art and Yuri, 10-3 and 10-6 respectively. Both doing pretty well for themselves over on iNTACT. Well, Spongy and Shake are still up there along with Willmeister, but they're just unable to get these round victories because they're stuck on the pistol armor buy-up due to the economy just not going their way as of yet. 4M4A4s and the AWP going to come out here for iNTACT, and that's what they want. Of course, I think they want double op setup, but they're going to settle for one for the time being. Willmeister going to drop into window here from ladder room, and Able J think he might have heard that. Turismo's going to get the frag on Yuri, but in the meantime, couple of frags come in from Furia, and they get the bomb planted. K Serrato gets 2 in connector. And now Spongy's going to try and trade it back. There, 2 for Spongy as well. The bomb is planted and exposed here at the A side. Spongy could try to defuse it and maybe get it, but he doesn't have the kit, so it's going to be a full 10-second defuse if he decides to stick it, which he is going to. I don't think they're expecting Spongy to stick the bomb, but the wall bang comes in at the very last second from Able J. And Furia still do indeed manage to get the frag and the round victory. That was a gutsy play by Spongy, but it just did not work out. The 2 frags plus the attempted defusal go for naught. iNTACT only 2 round victories so far. Furia up 7-2, and iNTACT not getting much done on their buy rounds. And again, another pistol armor save going to be coming in here. Close call. Mochella in the chat saying, not sure if they saw the gun barrel. Possibly. Could have seen it, but I think he had his knife out, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway. 10th round of play. Furia looking to secure the first half in terms of rounds 1 right here. And they could do it with iNTACT only on the pistol armor buy-up. Early smoke coming in there for mid. Furia a chance to push up here. And then the molly into connector. Only one member, that's Art, taking care of all the utility. Another flashbang coming up for him. Furia spread out across the map, just looking for that opening frag here on iNTACT. We'll see if iNTACT can get a surprise round victory here and turn things around in the match. That's not going to help them, though, as Art sprays down Turismo pretty handily. Vinny looking for more, gets one, gets traded out. Spongy can pick up the SG and do a little bit of damage in the round. Probably pretty happy with the upgrade, to say the least. The bomb is now down here for Furia at T-spawn, so they're going to have to go and retrieve it. iNTACT, of course, does not know it's down yet. And they probably won't, as Art's going to get there in plenty of time. Able J with the AK in Palace, and Furia still taking their time. Don't want to rush into anything. Spongy, the Lone Ranger on the A site, and he's now going to back off towards B. Surprised to see him leave A exposed like that with 34 seconds remaining in the round. Furia is still pretty far off with that bomb. They have to go to A at this point. B would be way too risky in terms of time left. Here come the smoke execute. Spongy, now hearing that, is going to rotate back towards A and hopefully get there in time for his squad before Furia overwhelms it. Now, with the molly thrown, he's going to charge forward. Able J exposed over at Palace, and he goes down to Spongy. Now his position given away, but can he find the frag on Yuri and then flick around to Art as well? Still 3 members left standing for Furia. Spongy looking for more as the smoke is thrown there towards jungle. Art jumping up and down, knows that Spongy's around CT spawn, and he's trying to get the jump on him. On that box. Saw the gun barrel. Now he's going to look around the corner, peeks it, and gets the frag. Spongy down. Shake and Willmeister are likely just going to have to save whatever they can. I think Willmeister's going to try and retrieve the SG-553 after the angle is no longer covered. And you see the bomb taken away. And make that Shake actually going to try and retrieve the SG. And there it is on his back. He's going to likely survive the bomb explosion as well and get the frag on Art, who tried to peek around the corner from the cubby and get him. But that's going to be that. Furia, regardless of all that action at the end, get their 8th round victory, 8-2 in their favor, heading into round number 11. Art and Yuri, the story so far here. 22 frags combined for Furia. iNTACT now really want to find an answer. 3 members charging forward here on the A side, taking a chance, going for the aggressive play over at ramp, and I'm not sure that's the best plan of action with Furia stacked up towards that B site. Shake and Willmeister are going to have to defend it effectively and perhaps wait for iNTACT to rotate all the way around and get on the flank, or for their teammates to come and support them. Either way, both Spongy and Turismo are on quite a long rotate towards that A site. Almost the furthest point in the map from B. Okay, Serrato gonna go down to Shake, but traded immediately by Yuri. That leaves only Willmeister on the B site, who does get one, staying alive at least for the time being, but there he goes, Yuri doing the damage all by his lonesome. Going to spot out 2. Yuri does go down, but Art trades it out again. 2v2. Abel J is gonna stick this plant now with Art guarding him. Turismo and Spongy spread out across the map. Spongy is in market and Turismo's coming from apps. They're gonna try and pincer in and catch Furia off guard. Turismo peeking around the corner from the windows as Spongy is going to join up in this push momentarily. Coming towards the door. Oh, nice little patience there by Turismo and a good frag on Art. That leaves only Abel J on the site, and Turismo's pinching in. Abel J's not going to be able to look in 2 directions at once, and Spongy gets it. iNTACT is back into this half with a nice frag coming in from Spongy and Turismo. All 5 members of iNTACT coming in there with a frag apiece and a 3rd round victory on their side. 8-3 in favor of Furia. iNTACT wants to try and keep Furia away from that 10-round victory mark. And that's a good start. Here comes the double op setup that they've been wanting for quite some time. Swan, and a very uncharacteristic 3-11. Like I said, he's just lights out with that AWP, but he hasn't been able to use it that much in this first half, which could explain the low amount of frags that he's experiencing. Like I said, he's plus 107 in terms of kills to deaths on the regular season. And in the playoffs as well, he has 114 frags, 1.41 KDR, and an 83.8 ADR. So this is probably his worst performance so far to start off a match. And we'll see if he can get things going on a map where the oppers are 100% absolutely needed. Abel J is out opping him, and Art as well. Make that Art is out opping him. So 8-3. 12th round of play. Abel J going to come out. Furia storming down mid. Looking to take quick control. Again, iNTACT going for the aggressive play around a ramp. It could cost Turismo his life here against Serrato, and indeed it does. iNTACT getting a little too antsy there over at A. Now going to have to back off. Willmeister peeks around the box. Over the box, I should say. Over at short. Gets Yuri 4v4. Swan flicking around, looking for something. He has to see that gun barrel on Abel J. He does. Peeks around the corner for the easy one. 4v3 for iNTACT. Vinny is stacked up here with Art going in from connector. Spongy spots out Art. Vinny responds on Spongy, but a 3v2 still the man advantage for iNTACT. Vinny, the bomb on his back. He's standing pretty much in no man's land here. I think he's waiting for someone to rotate around from that B site, and that's going to be Shake. Shake has the range advantage with the AWP, and he makes no mistake of it. Gets that frag, leaving only Serrato standing. Serrato, AK, an HE grenade and a molly to try and make things work here, but no smoke to guise his advance. And iNTACT looking to go on a 2-round run here. Shake. Lined up and ready to scope and heard by Serrato, and he gets the frag as a result. 30 seconds left. Serrato can still do this. He's got the potential. But can he face off with Swan and get a nice little tap on his head before that op flick comes in? Oh, Swan missing the shot. Gives Serrato a chance. 17 seconds left. Serrato going for the hero play. Trying to make it work. Dodging everything, but he can't dodge that one. Swan lines up the shot on his head, and that's going to be that. Swan with 2 on the round. 4-round victories for iNTACT, 8-4 in favor of Furia. 3 rounds remaining to be played here, and iNTACT trying to go on a run at a key point in this map. Furia still have enough to buy up here, and they might even have enough in the following round as well with the loss bonus coming in. Assuming they lose the round, of course. 3 AKs, an SG-553, and a MAC-10. The MAC-10, the one doing the damage over on Willmeister, as Shake is trying to fend off the advance all by his lonesome. Shake only has a USPS, and I'm not sure why. What happened to his weapon? Shake standing in the smoke, and he's going to hope to survive here as the rest of his team rotates in to get the frags. Turismo finds one. Yuri gets another, but then Shake flies out with only a USPS and still gets it. Spongy comes in on Art, and then Caserado down to 4 HP in the engagement with Spongy. 4 HP for Caserado, 100 for Yuri, and Swan's the last one standing inside of Market. I still don't know why Shake only had that USPS. Swan spotted out, flashed once there. Caserado still a threat with that 4 HP. Swan wants to try and get one here. Flicks down, but just barely misses that shot on Caserado. Now Yuri and Caserado stacked up here. Swan doesn't know it. Continuing to wallbang onto the B site. And I think iNTACT's just going to have to fall back and concede the round victory to Furia. Caserado with a very important frag there. Just barely surviving in the engagement with Spongy with 4 HP. Swan cannot connect here. He's just going to have to jump around and fall back and save the op. Furia comes back after losing 2 in a row, reset the economy of iNTACT, and win their 9th round 9-4 in their favor with that bomb explosion. So Swan did manage to pick up 2 frags in the previous round. This time around, nothing doing. 2 rounds remaining to be played here in this second half, and I'm pretty sure that Furia, yep, they can buy up for the rest of it. iNTACT's the ones who will be exposed if they lose this round. I still don't know why. I have to go back maybe and check the VOD, because Shake only with the USPS is a bit weird to me. Maybe a gun got dropped in a weird location and couldn't pick it up. I'm not too sure. Still found a frag with it, so wasn't too bad. But, the round lost. Furia spread out across the map. They already had one member inside of the B site. That's Caserado at Van Art looking through the window. And Caserado could catch Willmeister off guard. He does, and then sprays down Turismo as well. Nice little 2K for Caserado. Vinny on the other side gets Swan. That leaves only Shake and Spongy standing, and iNTACT are unable to really get anything going in this round. Unless Shake can pull off some magic, and that Molly's going to do damage. Unfortunately, Yuri's closing in on him, and even if Caserado fell to the Molly, which he doesn't, Shake would have gone down. Spongy, the last one standing now in Market. And Yuri's waiting for him to peek around the corner. Spongy now down 2-0. Fury trades him out. That's going to be that. 2K for Yuri. 10th round victory indeed coming in for Furia. 10-4 in their favor. So all that experience on Mirage for Furia paying off. They're very confident on this map, which I would say the opposite is true for iNTACT, and it's showing in that scoreline. The match going to be paused for iNTACT to talk things over. They have to force up whatever they can get, and it's not going to be much. Like I said, their economy is exposed with a round loss in the previous one. Art is nodding up and down. He's pretty hyped. Yuri is too. They want to get this one into map number 3. 1-0 so far in favor of iNTACT in this best of 3. iNTACT with a dominant performance on Overpass, and Furia trying to do the same for themselves here on Mirage. Pause has ended. 15th round of play coming in. Checking out that scoreboard. Yuri, 15 frags, 15-6. That's a hell of a scoreline for him. Art, 15-12, and Caserado, 13-6. So Caserado finally coming in as a factor here in the playoffs at an important time, of course. Over on iNTACT, it's only Spongy and Shake at double digits, 13 and 11 frags apiece. Yuri going to find the opening one. Able J getting Spongy a little bit of a chance taken by iNTACT, and it's just not working. Furia farming the frags here. 4v1. Shake is the last one standing, and it's pretty much done and dusted. This is going to be 11-4 in favor of Furia. With all that firepower, all the utility, they have those flashbangs, they have 4 mollies left, a couple of smokes, and the HE grenade. Shake's going to have Fury coming down on him if he tries to get into this site. I mean, he's going to have to, obviously, since it's the final round of play. He's going to have to make a shot at it as the bomb gets planted. Shake. Going forward with the UMP 45 inside a Palace. The defuse kit has to make a quick play and will not. Caserado gets that final frag, and Furia 11, Intact 4. So guys, I do hope you're enjoying the cast so far. If you are, I would appreciate a follow at JRTV with 2 E's at the end on Twitter. That is in the top left-hand corner of your screen. And of course a follow, JRTV without the 2 E's at the end on my Twitch, guys. One thing to note is if you want to enter the giveaway here, happening on Intact's channel and on their Twitter as well, you can type !giveaway and you'll get a chance to win some G Fuel. I believe it's a Dr. Disrespect Blackberry flavor of G Fuel. So again, !giveaway in the chat. As we're waiting for the 16th round of play to get underway. Furia's dominance of Mirage continues. Intact not playing a single map on Mirage this season. Regular season, they did play it 3 times so far in the playoffs, and they seem pretty pumped, I think, from my conversations with Shake earlier on before the match started, that Mirage was going to be picked. So I think they're feeling confident, at least to a certain extent. Furia is up 11-4, but Intact still have their wits about them more than likely, and they want to get back into this one. And 11-4 is not an insurmountable scoreline. Let's see how their T side goes. Caserado boosted up there into the apps. Good flashbangs coming in from Furia, but they can't do anything with them. Willmeister and Swan get the opening frags in the round. Vinny responds for 1, but it could be 1 and done as Intact is closing in on him. Excuse me, guys. Turismo getting the frag on him. 4v2, Art and Able J are the last 2 standing for Furia. Art coming in from the apartments and Able J from Market. Able J looking for something, and he's all by his lonesome now, and he will be completely done. Turismo domes him. Furia up 11-5, but that's exactly the start Intact wanted to their second half. So, 15 frags for Art, 16 for Yuri. Caserado coming in with 14 and Vinny with 11. So 4 members actually above the double-digit frag mark now for Furia. And Intact trying to get rolling here. Swan just going to bring the USPS into this round. Wants to save up for the AWP without a doubt. And Intact look like they're executing over on the B site. Only 1 member to deal with on that B site. That's going to be Caserado. And Caserado will go down pretty quickly to Willmeister's MAC-10. And Intact have control of the B site already. Furia is going to make a little bit of a play for taking back the site now. Yuri going to get the shot over on Willmeister. 4v4 as Art just cannot sneak in. Intact is going to try and close it out here, and indeed they will, with only Able J and Yuri standing. Able J has the scout, but yeah, they just want to back off. Save the scout and the deagle into the next round. Intact will indeed find their 6th round victory. Able J looking for the exit frags now, but the bomb is going to tick away. And can Intact close this out on Mirage? They're going to need a pretty strong start, and they've already gotten it started here in the second half, but it's going to need to continue on for the next few rounds. So 18th round of play. And Intact looking to get 3 in a row to start things out here. Furia not going to buy up just yet. They do have enough money to try for it, but they want to get full utility in their first full-on buy. So Intact with the advantage once more. USPS, 3 deagles, and a scout. Bought up for Furia over on Intact. 2 MAC-10s, an AK, a Galil, and the op. Furia, Able J firing through that smoke around mid. Doesn't connect on anything, but it was a good attempt as Willmeister was just right there. Able J watching the apartments where Intact will be charging forward very shortly, and here they come. Able J could get a quick headshot and help Furia on the B side defense. They're stacked up on B, Fires away, the smoke comes in, blocking his view, and now a couple of flashes are going to fly on over the wall as well. There's a third. iNTACT walking into the site. Spongy going to find Yuri. Spawn gets Quesarado. Vinny boosted up on the site, gets only one. I was going to say a double, but he couldn't finish off Spongy, who is down to 12 HP. That leaves only Art. And Art comes out with the Zeus, gets Swan, picks up the op, looks for the second, finds Shake, could do it! Spongy with only 12 HP left. Could it all start with the Zeus and end with the victory for Furia? No! But what an effort! Spongy gets the final one. I thought he had it. Honest to goodness. With Spongy only at 12 HP, that would have been a hell of a play. Highlight of the season, perhaps, for ESEA Advance, but it didn't pan out. 11-7 in favor of Furia. 19th round of play. And this is the matchup we were hoping for between these two squads. Art opening things up here with the AWP. And he's looking for more on the A site. Good start for Furia. Now Quesarado throwing that flash over. In the previous map, Quesarado only 12 frags for his squad. The leader was Yuri at 18 and 14, and again above 95 ADR, or 90 plus ADR I should say. His 6th map in the playoffs with that achievement. He's more than likely going to do it again here. Will it be for a victory, though, is the question. The bomb going to get planted here, sneakily done by iNTACT. As Furia did not spot them out. Swan gets one on Yuri, but in the meantime, Art did find one on Shake. So, 4v2, bomb planted, post-plant situation. Willmeister going to try and get a double kill spray down, but he can't do it. Vinny, in the meantime, also got the frag on Swan. That's going to give Furia a 12th round victory. So, iNTACT's run is finally ended, and Furia find their first round of the second half. Caster, drink some water, says Sai Baba. I am trying to. Actually, I've been sick for the past 4 days, right before the finals, and that's why I'm having a little bit of trouble with my throat here. But I'll get it under control. 20th round of play. Furia just picking up a round there. 2 Deagles. I think that 3 Deagles, a CZ, and a Glock for iNTACT. Art, checking out what's going on around mid here. As Willmeister is moving into the B-Apps, charging forward, could find the frag on Quesarado if he gets the angle close enough. 5 HP for him, and just cannot do the damage he needs to. Quesarado surviving with 47 HP. The rest of iNTACT flying on through. What a shot with the op. Just barely seeing Shake's head as Quesarado. Yuri spots out Turismo. It's just all Furia throughout this round, and Furia easily get a 13th round victory, 13-7 in their favor. iNTACT going to likely be on another buy-up here. They have no reason to wait any longer. They need the rounds right now. (13-7). Able J charging forward. A lot of utility being used towards that A ramp. iNTACT actually stacked up more towards the B site than A. Bomb still dropped, and that's going to be picked up as Shake makes his way back to meet up with his teammates at B. 3 AKs, an SG553, and the AWP for iNTACT. Over on Furia, double op setup, 2 AKs, and an M4A4. Willmeister waiting at mid. The bomb's still not picked up here by iNTACT. No action as of yet. And 40 seconds have expired in the round. Willmeister setting up a mid-smoke here. Maybe trying to fake a play towards A. It's the bomb being thrown towards Swan now. Yeah, here comes a bit of a fake. Into the A site, they're trying to pull Furia off of B, but it's not happening. Furia still have 2 members posted up. And Art has leaned a little bit away from the B site, so if Vinny goes down, it could spell trouble for Furia. He's got a good angle here. Oh, that Molly's going to do a lot of damage, but it doesn't even matter. Shake gets the headshot on Vinny. That opens up the B site. Quesarado still watching with the AWP from bench, though. 30 seconds left. iNTACT has to make their play. Caserado connects, but through the wall on Shake. Art is now down to 2 HP, surviving the op shot as well. Caserado gets it on Swan. Now Shake's looking to do the damage. He gets the trade in. 3v3. Shake burning alive in that molly. Has to get away from it and does. He's down to 25 HP. 3v3. Spongy sticking the plant. Art and Yuri are trapped in market. And now Yuri jumps through the window and gets Willmeister. What a peek, and then gets a second, leaving only Shake standing. Yuri looking for the 3K, and Shake is down to 17 HP. Shake knows Yuri's around the corner. If Yuri peeks out from the right, Shake should be able to get him. Bomb ticking away. Art was looking to get that frag. Shake jumps over it, gets one on Yuri and could pull it off. 17 HP remaining, but no! Art is going to find the final frag of the round, and Furia secure a 14th round victory, but a valiant effort by Shake. Almost the ace, doing all the damage in the round, but just could not find the final one. Again, just short of another crazy highlight, this time on the side of iNTACT. But Furia taking the 7-round lead. So Furia 1-round win away. Getting to 15. And that's a good start. Willmeister goes down immediately in the first 10 seconds of the round as he tries to push up mid. 5v4. Fury spots out Shake, and yeah, Furia is just really rolling along here on Mirage. Turismo on balcony now as iNTACT, Spongy, and Swan try to come out from A ramp, and Turismo, there we go. That's going to help them. A double walking in and entering onto the A site. Art gives away his position by firing away. Actually, that was Caserado. Or maybe it was Art. Anyway, Swan jumps around, gets the stairs with the CZ, domes Art with a couple of shots. 2v2, bomb planted. iNTACT's not out of this one yet. Turismo waiting on default. Swan, good angle held. Looking into CT, gets his second, leaving only Caserado standing. But Caserado could have the jump on both Turismo and Swan as Turismo rotates around onto the bomb site. He's still watching CT. Caserado trying to get a wall bang. Swan peeks around the corner. He gets a 3K. Good time for him to wake up here. 8th round victory for iNTACT. And Furia does not find that 15th just yet. Match pause going to be called here. Furia still have a decent amount of economy to buy up here, but they might choose for pistol armor. That's a big round for Swan to come out and get things going. You're checking out his score line. 11 and 17. He had 3 in that round, was 8 and 17 before that. I think the last time he really went on a run was those 2 frags he got to get iNTACT back into this one. And since then, it's been pretty quiet. Maybe he can power them to victory here, as he did in a 40 frag performance on Overpass in the regular season against Final Feature Gaming. They won that one 16-14, and it was pretty much all Swan. If he can get going and start performing in the way he did in that match, Furia could be in trouble. Swan waiting in Palace pretty aggressively here, looking for some action, as the rest of his team sets up for some smokes perhaps on the A site, making a little bit of noise at B, and then backing off. Benny getting the rare inspect for the Deagle. I love that animation. Added recently to Counter-Strike. As now iNTACT going to make their play in towards the A site. 2 members waiting there. It's 5 Deagles bought up from Furia, so a great opportunity for iNTACT to get back into this one. Able J behind the box gets taken down by Willmeister. Now Willmeister tries to flick around at Connector to get more. Furia still standing with 4 Deagles, and 4 Deagles can make quick work of any team. iNTACT playing close plant now. All 5 of them backed off towards either Palace or ramp. No one playing CT. Good nade thrown there by Willmeister. Does 46 damage to Vinny. Shake firing away over at T-Spawn. And Vinny's still looking for an angle. They're not going to find it, though. The bomb is going to explode without question. No defuse kits in sight for Furia. And iNTACT going to get their 9th round. Swan, oof. Couldn't get that frag. So Furia is going to at least be able to save their Deagles and the armor they bought up into the following round. But iNTACT pick up their 9th. And they're looking to get into double-digit round victory territory as well. In this one, still Furia not securing match point just yet, as they're stuck at 14. Double up setup, 2 M4A4s, and the AUG for Furia. Over on iNTACT, 4 AKs, and the op. Here we go. Heading into this round number 9 of the second half. Swan and Turismo, along with 2 more members of iNTACT, are heading towards Palace. You only have Shake trying to guard the flank here for a potential aggressive push by Furia, but Furia is just spread out across both A and B site. 2 on A, 1 mid, and 2 B. Turismo walks in and just cleans out Able J. Spongy also gets Yuri, and then Swan wraps up the hat trick with the frag on Art. K-Serrato and Vinny are the only ones left on the B side, and that's just A side completely demolished by iNTACT there. Not at all what Furia was hoping for in their first buy round after a save. And iNTACT, well, they're going to get to 10 rounds. And again, guys, it's not over yet. iNTACT could come out with the 2-0. In terms of maps won, they can find their groove here. Vinny waiting for someone to try and push him. Shake's thinking about it. He's just waiting for someone to come out. Oh, that utility's not at a good time. Flashbang thrown. Shake still gets the frag on Vinny, even though his position was pretty much known, I believe. K-Serrato trades it out. He's the last one standing. And they're going to try and hunt K-Serrato down, but they just can't get the angle on him. You see the wall bangs. Desperate fire from iNTACT, but the op will survive into this round. 14-10 in favor of Furia. iNTACT clawing away at the lead, though. Only 4 rounds down. And Furia not going to be able to buy up too much. The op for K-Serrato could be a difference maker. But a Deagle, CZ, and 2 P250s around at the buy. Only K-Serrato has body armor. Everyone else has nada. You see Art with the Zeus, which he's proved that he's really good with in this match and others. Try and catch someone off guard with it. Go for another hero play. iNTACT charging forward, though. Art cannot connect on anything. That Zeus does fall, but they are trading back and forth here. Our Furia on the pistol run. They get the edge. 3v2. Yuri with 2. Able J standing on the site, boosted up. Swan finds Yuri, but K-Serrato with the op. That's still up and running, and now it's all up to Shake. And he has the bomb on his back. Knows both members are at that B site. He can back off and go for the free plant at A. But this is not going to be easy. Now K-Serrato's rotating around, so no more free plant. It's a long rotate to get back to the A site, and I think Able J is going to join him. So both members of Furia, no, Able J is going to wait more at the B site, but from market, so it's an easier rotate to get back to A. Shake, getting into that A site, will get the bomb plant more than likely, unless K-Serrato peeks aggressively here. Would be surprised to see that. And there goes the plant. Shake, wary of that op, and now the AK in Able J's hands as well. They don't have any mollies, but these smokes could spell trouble for Shake if they throw it towards A ramp, which I would be surprised if they choose not to. K-Serrato firing away. They're going to try and clear out all the angles, so perhaps a smart play by Shake, forcing Furia to check everything before getting to that A ramp, and now the smoke's going to come in onto the bomb. This is going to be really hard for Shake to come back from. Fires away at K-Serrato, but with the stick on the defusal by Able J, it's going to be over anyway, and K-Serrato gets the frag on Shake. Furia do indeed come out with the round victory, a surprise one on an eco round for them. They get 15, and now they have 5 match points. iNTACT. Gonna have to win out to push this one to OT. Do I have round starting music on, says Parks. Yes, I do. Why not have a little bit of music and a little bit of tunes going on while the match is underway? It's very quiet, though. I keep it subtle. 26 round of play. Double op setup for Furia, AK, AUG, and M4A4. Over on iNTACT, well, it's the same old story. 4 AKs and the op. Real shame for iNTACT that round. For all intents and purposes, should have been there. Now K-Serrato playing aggressively in the apartment, spots out Spongy, makes no mistake of it. And now it's a 5v4 again very quickly and early on in the round for Furia on their CT side. K-Serrato still stays there and gets the frag on Shake, but Turismo sneaks up in jungle, gets Yuri. Swan trades out Art. Now we have a 3v3. So iNTACT exploding there for a couple of frags when they were down and out, or it seemed like they were down and out. Bomb still dropped here, and they're going to have to retrieve it with K-Serrato watching intently. Vinny also at the B site. Turismo has creeped onto B and gotten Vinny as well. Turismo's been the difference maker in this one. Queserado and Able J still standing. Queserado going to find the frag on Turismo finally. Turismo at least giving his team the call out in the info. And Queserado's there. Able J retreating to the A site as iNTACT looks like they're doing the same. Still not done. 2v2. Anyone's round. Time ticking away. And not the friend of iNTACT with only 23 seconds left. They have to make a decision here. And Swan taking his time going to B. 15 seconds left and walking like this. A risky play for iNTACT. And they're going to try and charge into the B side at the very last second. And it works out. At least Willmeister getting that frag. But Swan has to hurry up and get this bomb down. It's going to be close. Can he get it? I think so. 2 seconds left on the clock there. They're cutting it close, but making it work. Last one standing is Able J. And he's going to rotate all the way around, perhaps from the A side to try and get this one. No. He's going to give iNTACT the round. That is a ballsy play. Down 15-10, waiting with 14 seconds left on the clock to charge back to the B site from underpass. With Willmeister, the key member who has to get that frag on B to open things up for Swan to get a free plant. Wow. But iNTACT's going to do it. 11th round victory here. With 4 rounds potentially remaining to be played here in the first half, unless Furia finds their 16th before then. Second half, excuse me. iNTACT. There we go. Swan and Willmeister will be able to bring their weaponry into this round, and Swan starting to get going. More and more frags being tallied on to his record. 14 now. And a match pause being called. Which gives me a chance to take a little bit of a drink of water because, damn, my throat is failing me. In the chat, Scotty was saying Furia pause GG. Hey, whoa, whoa, wrong team with the F there. That's Fnatic pause, or at least back in the glory days of Fnatic. M. Hardman, Shake said, let's give him 15 to make it tense. We take it to OT and spank him. I love the rivalry happening in the chat, but here we go. Almost back underway. Match pause still being called. Thought it was ended, but maybe another one called there. Double op setup for Furia. They are completely spent in terms of cash left in their accounts. 50 for Art and 150 for Able J. They lose this round, we could see OT. Just because of how little money they have in their bank accounts. It's a special moment. We have Leet viewers right now. Oh, goodness. I feel old because we're way past the glory days of Leet being a thing. Anyway, Swan and Willmeister coming in towards the A ramp. Able J throwing the HE grenade quickly in their direction. And iNTACT going to try and make their play here. 3 members are stacked up, leaning towards the A site, but they end up taking that bomb in towards B apartments. Shake. Getting a molly ready. Good utility usage by Furia. They don't have a full utility, but at least making sure that they're timing it well so they don't waste it all at once. Art goes down to 81 HP. You see a few shots being fired there by Vinny, who's down to 64 in the engagement. No frags coming out just yet. That's Spongy. Looking to get into window here. Here he's trying to decide, do I go towards ladder room or do I check out what's happening inside of the window? He checks the window and finds Willmeister. Art also gets Shake across the map in the meantime, and now iNTACT's going to try and get into this B site from Connector. Turismo and Spongy respond with 2, and again Turismo's involved in a comeback effort in this round. 3v3. Smoke going to be thrown by Turismo inside of CT spawn, and now they go post-plant against Vinny, Yuri, and Queserado. Yuri, the top frag so far throughout both maps, and he's going to find another one on Swan. 3v2. Turismo and Spongy with the map in their hands. But utility used towards the A ramp. Vinny's locked on towards CT. That nade could do some damage against Turismo. It does. He's down to 74. Turismo peeking around. Finds Vinny while strafing around, and Yuri can't respond just yet. Now he does, but Spongy gets the trade. K Serrato in a 1v1 against Spongy. Time ticking away. No kit. He can't do it. He gets the frag, but no kit in his hands. He does find one on the ground, but it's too late. iNTACT just barely staying in this round. They get a 12th round victory. 15-12 in favor of Furia. 28th round of play, guys. And iNTACT will not say die. The fragging has been all on Furia's side, though. Look at this. Yuri, 28. K Serrato, 26. Arten, 23. And you have to wonder, what is holding Furia back from securing this match? Just iNTACT's never say die attitude at this point. Swan misses a shot there on Vinny, who's jumping around in the apartments. Furia, as I mentioned, losing that round is terrible for their economy. 2 USPSs, a P2000, a P250, and an AWP. Vinny boosting Yuri into the apartments now. As iNTACT likely gonna hunt for some info here on the A site. Shake has already pushed out of the ramp room. And you have K Serrato watching patiently onto A. K Serrato going to be joined soon by his teammate. You see Yuri walking right past him. In the meantime, though, Turismo is going to find the opening frag. K Serrato sees the shoulder. I would think Shake Zilla, but doesn't connect on the shot. Now Turismo's going to walk in the jungle. Spotted Able J, but there's Art again with the Zeus. Picks up an AK and now looks to do some damage, but he's going to get traded out immediately this time. Willmeister finds the frag. Now it's K Serrato and Yuri. K Serrato still has that op and could do a lot of damage, especially if he finds Shake, but just cannot settle down his crosshair enough to fire away. And now seeing a bit of utility used over at window. He's trying to close off the angle. Willmeister just throws a flashbang, then falls right on back. He doesn't want to lose that gun, and iNTACT threatening for a 13th round victory. K Serrato just going to save this op into the next round. I think that's Spongy maybe hunting for some after round frags here. Nope, they're just going to save their guns. So iNTACT 13, Furia 15. 2 rounds left in this map. iNTACT trying to get a 14th, and Furia's going for broke here. I believe they might have a full loss bonus coming in against iNTACT at this point in the next round, so they'll be able to force up pretty decently if they lose this. They want to end it here, without a doubt. K Serrato dropping the op for Art. And now he's jumping up and down looking for information over at the apartments. 4 iNTACT members are charging forth. Aggressive play by iNTACT, not wasting any time in round number 29. K Serrato waiting for someone to peek out here. Over at the B site. Good flashbang thrown. He has to back off. Vinny, though, gets one. K Serrato a second. Spongy responds for one. They're going to need a second again. Will it be Spongy walking on the site to find K Serrato, or K Serrato turn it in Furia's favor? He does with maybe another one. No, does go down, and then Swan responds for another one. Swan versus Able J and Yuri for potentially the map. Swan on the site doesn't have bomb control, and Yuri is waiting patiently for someone to peek around. I don't know if Yuri knows where the bomb is, but Swan's going to have to be careful. Can't waste too much time getting this next one, or else he's going to get trapped. Yuri spots him out. Swan jumping around, but Yuri with the final frag, and Furia do indeed close it out 16-13 on Mirage. We are going to Inferno.